kudos, welcome back to our channel Smiles and Love with Neha and Tejas. And today it's only Neha because I am answering all the DMs about skincare and hair care. I have got all my skincare. Now I've already done this video in Marathi. So if you're a Maharashtrian and can understand Marathi, you can check out that video. It has almost all the details that I'm going to tell today. But for today's video, we're going to talk about a simple skincare routine. And when I say simple, I mean it. Then we'll talk about the hair care. So when I put on Instagram that I have done hair botox and there were so many DMs that flooded, oh my god. So I'll tell you all about my experience with hair treatments that I have done. Okay, let's first begin with skincare. Now you don't really need 100 serums, not at all. But you need to know what you want the serum for. So like for my skin, I have a combination oily skin and I have experienced severe acne after marriage. This I've told before also. I never had acne in my life, but just after marriage, I started getting like painful, cystic bursts of acne. And till then, I did not do skincare as such. So, first and foremost, if you have acne, you should be talking to a dermat because they really help. Sometimes we feel that, we'll just take care of the acne by ourselves, but no, dermat really helps. So, I spoke to a dermat and they gave me these two things. So this is benzoyl peroxide gel IP, Benzac AC, 2.5% benzoyl peroxide. Whenever I get a small bump or the formation of pimple, I apply this for 30 minutes and then the bacteria dies and the acne dries out. And I apply this Facelin gel all over my face at night. So this helps with reducing the inflammation or the redness, and it helps overnight. So these two are my go-to still. It's been 1.5 years I've been using them whenever I get a outbreak and it just vanishes. So if you can see my skin, there are no active acne right now. There are a few blemishes, but they were really worst, in 2023, 2024. But I have, recognized what my skin wants and I've given it. Two are my go-to for acne. You should check with the dermat. And if you're not willing to, you can try this. This really work. Okay, so this is like the basic. Now coming to my skincare routine, I follow very simple skincare routine AM and PM. First we'll talk about our AM skincare. So, oh, I forgot my new purchases. Okay, I'm back. So for AM, I use a niacinamide serum. So first, this is from Plum and I would use the 5% one. This really helps with controlling acne, reducing the blemishes and improves the overall skin texture. I would use a 5% one. It did good to my skin. But now I've purchased the 10% one. So if you're starting new, you can always start with smaller percentages. Like I started with 5%. Now I've bought the 10%. This also has rice water and we know the entire trend about rice water. It's really good for your skin. So you can try this one. These are from Plum. Plum has affordable. Like this one you get for 400 and this one you get for 600. So, and it comes for a long time. It comes over a month or two or so. So yeah, this is my base serum. You can also use a toner. I sometimes when I go back to my Mumbai home, I use a toner. My sister has a toner of same niacinamide and rice water. So you can use a toner too. But because I have oily skin, I skip the toner. I directly apply the serum. Once the serum is done, I apply a light moisturizer. This is from Pond's Hydra Miracle Super Light Gel. It has hyaluronic acid. It comes in small, like I really like this size because it's travel friendly. I also have a big one for home. And same, this will come for 1 or 2 months. It's super light. So if you can see, it is so lightweight. Like it's good for your oily skin. So I use this one. Once I use a moisturizer, I go with my sunscreen. Now, you all know, if you follow me on Instagram long enough, you'll definitely know I'm a big fan of the Beauty of Joseon sunscreen. This one is the OG, but they also launched the one in Aqua, which is for like oily skin. So I bought this one. I did not bring, my brother-in-law gifted me this one. And its consistency is actually better than this. This is a bit thick, but this is very watery. I'm going to show you. See, it's actually very watery. I've already applied sunscreen, but once more for you all. Yeah, it's very watery, so it suits better for oily skin. But somehow I still like the OG one, but you can try out these. There are many affordable options as well, but I use this one and it gives a really nice glow. I'm not big on makeup, you all would have known by now. I'm really big on skincare, but not on makeup. So for me, this is my end step. Like literally, I would go to office with only sunscreen, no anything else. I step out on majority of all the days with only this as my face. But if you all want affordable options, you can check out the Dot and Key ones. They like you have this watermelon sunscreen. You have a skin tint also. So those are also like really nice and affordable. This cost you around 1,300 to 1,500 depending upon offers. But if you can, you should really try this one. These are my OG. So this is it. This is my morning skincare routine. A good niacinamide serum for maintaining my skin health, working for the acne, a light moisturizer, and a sunscreen. That's it. That's my morning. Now for night. I earlier, as I mentioned, I had a lot of like breakouts and very dark spots. If I find a photo, I'm gonna post it here. But so the marks remain. So that's when I started using glycolic acid, and it really helped me. So I'm gonna post a photo so that you can see my before and after. And this glycolic acid I would use in the nighttime routine every day, or alternate days I would apply it, top it up with a good moisturizer. I repeat my moisturizer and sleep. It reduced my blemishes, it reduced my acne dark spots in a span of 2 to 3 months. And touch wood, this is how my face looks now, with just these two serums really working well for me. So that's it. My nighttime routine, my PM routine is simple: glycolic acid and a good moisturizer. Done. Finding a serum can be, easy for you. Like, do not go with what I use or someone else uses. You know your skin, and a simple Google search that, what skin type or issue you have and what serums to use. Like, you can use vitamin C if you want like a really glowing skin. If you can use hyaluronic acid if you have dry skin, so you can search that. But for me, pigmentation and acne was the concern, so I started using niacinamide and glycolic acid, and it works for me. So yeah, this is about my skincare. Other than these, I have these lip balms. I use Wishcare 90% of the time because it has SPF. So whenever I'm going out or during daytime, I use this. It has SPF 50 plus plus plus, and the Laneige one in the PR package, but it is nice. It has like a nice pink touch. I purchased this because I wanted to see what the hype is about. It's good. It's not scented, not colored. So even Tejas uses it sometimes. But yeah, that's my box of skincare. Let's move on to the next topic, which is hair care. Now, before I start the hair care topic, I really want to tell you all a small story. So, why did I actually get into treatments? So, back in 2018, I met with a terrible fire accident. I was in my GATE class preparing for the GATE exam. It was third year of engineering, and the building where our class was caught fire, and me and another friend were stuck on the second floor in fire, second or first floor, with the entire building on fire. The people were able to evacuate the ground floor, but because we were so up and in a very far off class, we could not hear when the fire started, and somehow we got stuck there and the entire building was on fire. And that, though I did not get burns, but my hair was severely damaged. Like, my hair had become black soot, was so much in the air that it burned my hair, but like not my body or skin anything. And luckily, me and the other girl, we survived that accident. But when I came back home after like the hospital and everything, my hair had taken like the maximum toll. Like, I was so completely black, covered in soot and everything. Like the soot was in my nails. It took like a week for the soot to go away. Every time I took bath, black water would keep going and going. But that time, my hair had become very brittle, and my hair were quite healthy. They were not even frizzy, but it had become very brittle. And just after gate exam, when I got to ISC, I thought, okay, let's go and get some hair treatment. Now, this is back in 2019. I'm 21 years old, and the entire fashion of hair straightening or permanent straightening was in fashion. So I go to Lakme and I tell them, okay, I want to get some hair treatment and I want like nice, straight, silky hair because my hair were damaged. So they're like, okay, you can go for permanent straightening. First mistake of my life with respect to my hair. Shouldn't have got hair straightening, permanent hair straightening, because it does irreversible damage to your hair. It will feel good. So what happens in permanent hair straightening, like they rebond your hair, like they break down your hair and they rebond it and make it like poker straight. It feels good, it looks good, it's very manageable. Like you can literally go to the shower, step out, you don't have to do anything to your hair. They look really, put together. But that only lasts for 4 to 6 months. After that, your real hair starts growing and it becomes ugly. When I say ugly, I really mean it. It's like your real hair is growing in a wavy, frizzy way, and then you have straight hair. It looks really bad. And then you have to wait for your entire hair to come out so that you can chop the straight hair out. I had a very bad experience with permanent hair straightening, and then I realized that I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have just used a straightener, but shouldn't have gone for permanent hair straightening. I don't recommend it. Now, the next year was COVID, so nothing, I did not do anything to my hair. In 2021, I thought of exploring what other hair treatments are there without damaging my hair. And then there are like a number of treatments out there. You have keratin, you have cysteine, and you have Botox. So, keratin is known to have formaldehyde and is cancerous. The smoke that comes while doing the treatment is not good for your health. Also, it has a lot of chemicals. So, I never went for keratin. I tried cysteine, which on the other hand had less chemicals, did not have formaldehyde, and basically smoothen out your frizz. And it does not make your hair poker straight, but it will just smoothen out the frizz and make it look healthy. But it is costly and it did not stay for a longer time. So I think it costed me for this length around 7,000. So I tried cysteine and I liked it. But again, when I went to Lakme the next year to, ask like what are the new hair treatments, they told me about Botox. Botox is not harmful, and as the name suggests, Botox, it does not have the toxic biotin chemical. But what it has is it has a mixture of protein, amino acids, which are really good for your health. Think of it like a very deep conditioning mask. So what they do is they wash your hair and then they apply the entire mask of those protein, amino acid mixture. And after that, like they keep it for a long time, mask it, everything nicely. And then they use a straightener to coat your hair with it. So they'll like straighten every strand of your hair, and it's like insert that mask into your hair, and then your hair looks something like this. Like it always looks put together, very healthy. My hair, I have like a terrible frizz and not so good hair. So I go for Botox every year. It costs me around 6K to 8K depending upon which salon you go. This year, I tried it with Envy Salons in Hyderabad, and it costed me around 10.5K to get the entire treatment done. It is a bit costly than what it cost in Lakme or other salons, but I really wanted to try a good Botox place so that the treatment stays for a longer time. If you're looking for a not so harmful solution and for a long lasting healthy shine of your hair, you can go for Botox. It's not harmful. Trust me, there is no hair fall. Rather, my hair is so manageable for 5 to 6 months. Sometimes it even goes on to 8 months. And when your natural hair grows, it does not make you feel like you have some treatment in your hair. The natural hair just grows along with it. So what happens in Botox is it will get washed out after every wash. So it depends on the frequency of hair washes also. I wash my hair twice every week. So the Botox stays for a good 4 to 5 months. This is what Botox treatment is. Now, when you do a Botox or any kind of hair treatment, they provide you with the shampoos. So many of you all keep asking me, what hair care you do, what shampoos you use. Mostly I use the shampoos they suggest, like the salon suggest. But I also use like serums. I use either L'Oreal or Tresemme hair serum. Currently, I'm using L'Oreal Absolute Repair hair mask and shampoo for my hair. I was very big on Moroccan earlier. For 2 3 years, I used Moroccan shampoo and conditioner, but then it's costly, and I wanted to try many new shampoos, so I like switched to using drugstore shampoos. But yeah, that's it. Like that's about my hair care. Now, if you ask me, Neha, what about hair spas? Honestly, I enjoy hair spas, but they do not last. I got a hair spa of 4,000 done, and when I washed my hair, the entire effect was gone. Like my hair was back to the normal hair before the spa. So it's good for indulgence, splurging, or treating yourself, but it does not really help with my own hair maintenance. So currently, I've stopped doing hair spas. I only go to do like good treatments which are long lasting because it's worth the money. Okay, that's about my hair care and skincare, and if you have any other doubts, do ask me in the comments and we can discuss in another video. Hope you liked the video and was informative for you all. I love it when you all keep DMing me on Instagram and in the comments in our Q&A sessions. I look forward to answering more questions. Thank you for watching the video and see you all in the next video. Bye bye. And don't forget to subscribe our channel.